headlines. Cagayan de Oro Mayor Oscar Morano runs for Misamis Oriental Governor. Philippine Vice President Leni Robredo runs as president for the 2022 election. Inflation slightly eases to 4.8% in September 2021 but stays high. Lower COVID-19 quarantine status, Cagayan de Oro appeals to Interagency Task Force or IATF. Australia decided to lift its anti-dumping measure on Philippine canned pineapples 15 years after it was first imposed. Magnolia looks to bury Meralco in no man's land, San Miguel Beer talk and take sick age. AG Raval confirms real score with Aljur Abrenica. Broadcasting live from A's Newsroom, Cagayan de Oro. This is News Spotlight. Good morning, Philippines. Good morning, Cagayan de Oro. It is a sunny day, October 11, 2021. This is Marian Yvonne Buna, serving you the hottest and the most leading news of the hour. Your news, our business. Cagayan de Oro City Mayor Oscar Morano runs for Misamis Oriental Governor. Cagayan de Oro Mayor Oscar Morano is seeking his old post in Misamis Oriental just months before he steps down as the city's chief executive. Morano filed his certificate of candidacy for governor before the Commission on Elections Provincial Office on Thursday, October 7. The 71-year-old Morano, who hails from Balingasag Town, Misamis Oriental, launched his gubernatorial bid 9 years before he unseated Cagayan de Oro City Mayor Vicente Imano, who until 2013 was the reputed political kingpin of the province and the city. For the political news, Philippine Vice President Leni Robredo runs as president for the 2022 election. We have our news spotlight patroller Mikey Salarda. Mikey?
Thank you, Marian. On Thursday, October 7, Vice President Leni Robredo has formally announced that she will run for the presidency in the 2022 election. Robredo said she initially didn't want to run. At first, she wanted to return to their province. However, eventually realized that it's time to change what she described as corrupt, incompetent, and heartless governance with a qualified leader. In her speech, Robredo emphasized the COVID-19 pandemic faced by the health workers, those who are sick in hospitals, and those who have lost their jobs. She mentioned that she had been aware of the huge challenge that lay ahead, especially now that our country is dealing with a pandemic.
Nagmamahal, kailangang ipaglaban ang minamahal.
According to her speech, Robredo detailed the programs done by the Office of the Vice President and stated that she is prepared to continue and expand these programs unless she wins the election. This is Mikey Salarda, your News Spotlight Patroller. Back to you, Marian.
Thank you, Mikey. For the economic news, inflation slightly eases to 4.8% in September 2021 but stays high. To fill in other details, we have Hope Crystal Jane Padero. Hope?
The Philippines inflation rate has been within the target band of 2% to 4% in only one of the 9 full months of 2021. According to the Philippine Statistics Authority, the Philippines inflation rate inched down to 4.8% in September from 4.9% in August. National statistician Dennis Mapa said the primary factor that influenced the slight easing was slower transport inflation at 5.2%. Despite higher global crude prices and a weaker peso further pushing up inflation in 2021, the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas is expected to keep interest rates low until 2022 to support economic recovery. This is Crystal Padero, your News Spotlight Patroller. Back to you, Marian.
Thank you, Hope. For the health news, lower COVID-19 quarantine status, Cagayan de Oro appeals to Interagency Task Force or IATF. For more information, here is Reggie Hiromo. Reggie?
Despite a drop in COVID-19 cases in September, the local government here appealed to the IATF for the management of emerging infectious diseases to reconsider its intention to prolong the modified enhanced community quarantine in the city. Mayor Oscar Moreno said he learned about the looming MSCQ tension from Jane Doncalios, the city director of the Department of Interior and Local Government, at an online press conference.
Problema din ho, nakita ko rin na the more equipment, yung specialized equipment they allocate, they also need to allocate manpower.
Moreno claimed he immediately addressed a letter to Health Secretary Francisco Duque III via the ILG Secretary Eduardo Año requesting that the MSCQ extension be reconsidered. The mayor referenced data from the City Health Office and the Department of Health and Human Services. This is Reggie Romo, your news spotlight patroller. Back to you, Marian.
Thank you for that update, Reggie. And now to give us some animal stories, here is Gino Ramir Abilia. Gino?
Yes, Marian. As opposition to the dog meat trade within South Korea continues to grow, there's more hope this industry may soon become a relic of the past, with a suggestion from President Moon Jae-in that it's time for the government to consider banning it. The announcement comes after years of public outcry and growing opposition to the dog meat trade within the country, which is the only one that still allows intensive farming of dogs for their meat. Sadly, thousands of these farms continue to operate where countless dogs suffer in inhuman conditions before they brutally slaughtered. However, most Koreans don't eat dog meat, and more people are welcome them as companions in their home. According to a recent survey conducted by Ministry of Agriculture, Food and Rural Affairs, between 2019 and 2020, the numbers of households with animal companions increased by 470,000, and the majority of them have dogs. President Moon, who adopted a dog rescued from the meat trade himself, first pledged to address this issue in 2018, but has not done so. Although it's not clear whether or how soon this may happen, or if it will become a strong platform for presidential candidates, considering President Moon leaves office in May. The statement is a welcome one for all who have been campaigning against this cruel trade, and a sign that the government is hearing those who have kept the pressure on. This is Gino Abelia, your news spotlight patroller. Back to you, Marian.
Thank you, Gino. Up next, Australia decided to lift its anti-dumping measure on Philippine canned pineapples, 15 years after it was first imposed. And AG Raval confirms the real score with Aljur Abrenica. All that and more, only here at News Spotlight.
Inet, grab a drink! Introducing the new purified drinking water. So refreshing, so amazing. A purified drinking water that's tested by the expert. So go purified drinking water. Sugus purified drinking water. So far, so good. Better than energy drink. Drink now!
You are still watching News Spotlight. For the agriculture news, Australia decided to lift its anti-dumping measure on Philippine canned pineapples, 15 years after it was first imposed. For further details, here is Bethel Marie Balewag. Bethel?
Thank you, Marian. Australia decided to lift its anti-dumping measure on Philippine canned pineapples 15 years after it was first imposed. This means that under the ASEAN-Australia-New Zealand Free Trade Agreement, the Philippines can now export canned pineapples duty-free to Australia once the measure expires on October 17, 2021 for consumer canned pineapples. Agriculture Secretary William Dar welcomed the favorable development, noting that the lifting of the anti-dumping measure will further strengthen the trading relationship. With two reports issued on October 6, 2021, Australia's Anti-Dumping Commission decided to ban pineapples from the Philippines, following findings that its expiration will neither lead to the dumping of the products concerned nor cause material injury to the domestic industry. The ADC initiated an expiry circle SAT, the extension of the imposition of the anti-dumping measure for another 5 years. This is Bethel Mary Baliwag, your news spotlight patroller. Marian?
Thank you, Bethel. For the weather news, low pressure develops into tropical depression Marine. Here is Jean Kizia Bayer for more information.
Thank you, Marian. The low-pressure area that entered the Philippine Area of Responsibility develops into a tropical depression at 2 p.m. and was given the local name Maring. Tropical Depression Maring is the Philippines' 13th tropical cyclone for 2021. In a briefing past 5 p.m. on Thursday, the Philippine Atmospheric, Geophysical and Astronomical Services Administration said Maring was also located 505 kilometers east of Veraca, Tanduanes. The tropical depression is moving south-southeast at 15 kilometers per hour. By Sunday afternoon, October 10, it could move toward extreme northern Luzon, then pass close to or make landfall in the Babuyan Islands by Monday, October 11. So far, Maring has maximum sustained winds of 45 km per hour and gustiness of up to 55 km per hour. But Pag-asa sees Maring intensifying into a tropical storm by Sunday afternoon, October 10, or before it hits land. While Maring is still hundreds of kilometers away from land, its extension may already bring rain to the eastern Visayas on Thursday evening. The rain will generally be light to moderate, but it could be heavy at times. Pag-asa warned that scattered floods and landslides are possible. At the moment, there are no areas under tropical cyclone wind signals. Don't forget to bring your umbrella, stay safe, and always be updated in our news. This is Jean Kizia Bayer, your news spotlight patroller. Back to you, Marian.
Thank you, Jane. Time out for some sport updates. Magnolia looks to bury Meralco in no man's land. San Miguel Beer tucked in Texas 8. Here is Blessed Joyce Curry for more updates.
Magnolia is looking to weld both its hands on the steering wheel when it plays Meralco in Game 3 of their Philippine Basketball Association Philippine Cup Semifinal Series at Don Honorio Victorio State University in Bacolor, Pampanga on Friday. That match would not be the slightest ever, even the Hotshots ahead 2-0 in the Race to 4 contest. Just ask Magnolia coach Chito Victolero. We know that anyone within Meralco is capable of stepping up. We can't afford to relax, Victolero said after seizing a relatively comfortable cushion following a 97-72 Game 2 victory on Wednesday night. But as with every game, the goal is to get the win, he added. Whether it's Game 1, Game 2, or Game 3, it's just as important to us. A Magnolia victory would give it a 3-0 lead in the history of professional basketball. Only one team has ever come back from the hole to win a 7-game series, San Miguel Beer versus Alaska in the 2015-2016 Philippine Cup Finals. This is S.I. Curry, your Spotlight Patroller. Back to you, Marian.
Thank you, Blessed. Up next, AJ Raval confirms the real score with Adjur Abrenica. More stories to be revealed after the short break.
Have you ever felt worried whenever you touch any kind of things everywhere, knowing that you might obtain various types of diseases which are perilous to your health? Worry no more and use Green Cross Isopropyl Alcohol, for it will surely protect you from bacteria and viruses. Green Cross Isopropyl Alcohol contains 70% isopropyl solution that can both be used as an antiseptic and a disinfectant. This product is hypoallergenic and 100% approved by dermatologists and the FDA. Our trusted alcohol will not only disinfect your skin, but it will also make your skin soft, as the Soapapel solution contains moisturizing properties. Spend your money wisely with Queen Cross Soapapel Alcohol, your #1 germ protection. Available in all drugstores and supermarkets nationwide.
Good day, Filipinos! This is a breaking news of a health officials in Cagayan de Oro in the Philippines, province of Misamis Oriental, are warning the public that the mosquito-borne viral disease, chikungunya, is being reported in the city. And now we have connected with Erica Taboclaon with her special report from Cagayan de Oro City. Good morning, Erica.
Thank you, Gino. Health officials in Cagayan de Oro City in the province of Misamis Oriental are warning the public that the mosquito-borne viral disease, chikungunya, is being reported in the city. Dr. Joey Lituya, epidemiologist of City Health and Sanitation Clinic, the disease was detected in Barangay Mambuaya, wherein 79 cases were positive. In the training center of police officer in Gusa, 9 out of 44 cases were also found positive. He cited, chikungunya is a viral disease transmitted by the bite of infected mosquitoes such as Aedes aegypti and Aedes albopictus. It can cause high fever, joint and muscle pain, and headache. The joint pain may last for 4 months or years and may become a cause of chronic pain and disability. There is no specific treatment for chikungunya infection, nor any vaccine to prevent it. Pending the development of new vaccine, the only effective means of prevention is to protect individuals against mosquito bite. This is Erica Taboclaon expressing news and views that matter. Back to you, Gino.
Thank you, Erica, for the information. This has been a long time with me, Gino Abella, from the News Spotlight Studio. See you again next time for another time in News Spotlight. Your news, our business. Good morning, good people.
For the showbiz news, AG Raval confirms the real score with Audrey Rabrenica. For further details, here is Christine Joy Makilin. Christine?
Actress vlogger Adri Raval has admitted that she and her Neresa co-star Aldra Brenica is in the process of getting to know each other. Amid speculations they are dating. Raval spoke up about the real score between her and Abrenica in an exclusive interview with Jim Con for FEP TV. Raval also confirmed that she was referring to Abrenica when she talked about his suitor in a vlog with Donald and Bartolome last month. We understand each other, we care for each other, pero wala pa kami sa point na may relasyon kami, parang we're getting to know each other, she stressed. Kylie's father, Robin Padilla, confirmed the separation between his daughter and Abrenica last July. He also said that the split was caused by a third party. Meanwhile, Raval was previously in a relationship with former Pinoy Big Brother housemate Axel Flores. He announced their breakup last August. Lilia recently told fans she did not see any issue if Abrenica decided to go out with other women. According to the actress, she and Abrenica have mutually agreed that they can date other people. This is Christine Joyo Makiling, your News Spotlight Patroller. Back to you, Marian.
And those are the hottest news for today. News with no boundaries. News with no bias. News with no exceptions. Upholding nothing but the truth. I am Marian Yvonne Buna, reporting for the News Spotlight Broadcasting Station, empowering the voice of the Filipino people. And from the News Spotlight team, we are hoping everyone is safe and in good condition. Og mga higala, 80 days na lang before Christmas. For the truth and accuracy, this is News Spotlight.
News with no boundaries.
News with no bias.
News with no exception.
upholding nothing but the truth.
This is the News Spotlight Broadcasting Station, empowering the voices of the Filipino people.